Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. It's your girl Layla Alina, and in today's video, you already know what's going on by the title. We're going to be doing a story time on the worst roommates I ever had. We're gonna do a ranking from not so bad to the worst. Alright, so let's get right into this video. So if you don't know, at the age of 16, I was kicked out. Just to give you guys a little backstory, at the age of 16 I was kicked out of my mom's place. My dad had just got out of jail that year. I was going house to house. I lived with my auntie. Auntie went to jail, got kicked out of it. Well, I didn't get kicked out, I got locked out by my mom. I got locked out, forced to live with my dad. Then I went to go live with a friend, and then from my friend I went to go live with some cousins in Lancaster, maybe Palmdale, whatever. And then from there I went to my it was a whole thing. So just know that I've had a multitude of roommates. I've been almost all over LA with roommates, and currently now I have roommates, which isn't really an issue at the moment. You know, I don't have any problems with any of the roommates that I have because I don't talk to them and I be at work. So, you know, that's that. And I pay rent here. The other places I did not pay rent. I was just kind of living there rent free, able to work, go to school, and just get the stuff that I need. And now I am 21. I'm an adult. I live in my own space. I pay rent, so on and so forth. So let's get into back when I was 16. So we're going to go way back. I'm going to talk about when I was 16, when I was 17, 18, 19, all the way up until now, current this morning. So that's 5 different roommates, even though I've had more, but we're going to talk about the top 5. Okay, so the first one. So as I stated before, after my mom kicked me out, I ended up living with my dad in a motel. Mind you, my dad had just got out of jail, so even though he was living with his sister in like Palmdale, Lancaster, it didn't cross my mind to go out there to live with him. Oh, I'm tripping. No, I'm tripping. I'm mixing, y'all, because so much didn't happen that my brain is scrambled. So look, if y'all was to ever see this, I don't got no problems with y'all. I really truly forgive y'all, and y'all can tell y'all side of the story if you want to. My mom kicked me out, right? This is the story. My mom had kicked me out, so I moved with my auntie, my mom's big sister. I've been living with her. My job, I'm 16, so I'm living with her. I'm mostly there by myself. I'm still in high school. You know, we're doing the Zoom because it's like early COVID, right? And my auntie ended up going to jail, or like, yeah, she ended up going to jail for something that happened in her personal life. So I was living there on my own. I was hanging out with my friends. Some of them came over. No, did I have friends that come over? No, I didn't have friends that came over unless my auntie knew about them. But when she went to jail, I didn't invite nobody over. So it was just me. And I was leaving out the house. You know, I had a key and everything. Mind you, I had a key. So it's not like I just mistakenly left the key or nothing. So one day I'm at a friend's house in Hollywood, right? No, rewind. I gotta rewind again, y'all, because it's so much. Damn, hold on. My brain is scrambled. First roommates ever. We're gonna start because like I said, my mom kicked me out. I was at my auntie house, and I had, mind you, my dad had just got out of jail. So I went to Palmdale, Lancaster with my cousins to like surprise my dad. I was like, hey dad, I'm here. You know, we went to go pick him up all together, and I went with them, right? So I'm there. We having a good time. I get to see my dad. I look just like my dad. We act just alike. But mind you, we already had kind of like a connection previously before him getting out of jail, because we used to talk on the phone a lot. I only visited him like maybe once or twice when I was a child, but he always wrote me, and we always talked. We always had some type of form of communication. My dad always tried to make sure that he had some type of form of communication to talk to me, to kind of like, you know, just to be there as much as he could, knowing the choices that he made to get him to not be there, right? So I leave, I come back home, my auntie dropped me off. My auntie on my dad's side dropped me off, and I'm with my mama come, I hear her, you know, I open the door for her, I say hello, she being all petty, she want to be all petty and all this other shit that she always be doing. So I ignore her and I go sit back down and I try to finish my hair because my dad had gave me some money to get my hair done. So I'm like, to do my hair and get my nails done. So I'm like trying to fix my hair because I was wearing my natural hair. So I was trying to like fix it in the bun so I can go get my nails and my toes done and then buy some braiding hair so I can braid my hair because my dad know I braid my own hair. So he gave me enough money to get my nails and my toes done. I was able to buy some groceries and get some braiding hair so I keep my hair done because I was like, okay, cool, period, clock that. Dad come through, you know what I'm talking about. So, you know, I'm just happy because really I don't got no problem with nobody that I'm finna talk about in this whole video, even my mama. So just to be real, like, I ain't got no problem with nobody. If y'all mad at me telling the truth, then talk to God, okay? But anyway, so yeah, so my mom, she'll come, she tripping, she trying to be petty and shit behind me, and then like she like do the most, and my auntie was there. My auntie just like kind of allowing it. So I end up using the money my dad gave me and I took an Uber back to where my dad was, and I felt like I don't gotta deal with this shit. Like, you're not finna keep coming in here, you're not finna keep treating me like I'm nothing, you're not finna keep disrespecting me but wanting me to give you the utmost respect. So I Uber to my auntie house in Palmdale, Lancaster, because I'm not playing these type of games with that lady. I was not at all. I was so independent mentally, which is sad. As a child, I shouldn't ever have to be like that. You know, I shouldn't have to be so, I mean, it's a God-given gift that I was so self-sufficient at a young age, but I shouldn't have to go through the things that I've been through, or just move as fast as I had to, or just be in the predicaments that I was in as a child. I shouldn't have to do that. Me being an adult, realizing none of that shit was my fault. Yes, let me not say none of it. Partially, it was my fault, because some of those things I did make those choices, but a lot of that stuff was because of the lack of parenting I was receiving. So, but that's nobody's to blame. I'm not even blaming my mama, because you know, you can't parent when you don't know how to. So I'm not even mad at you, because I get it. You can't do what you're supposed to do if you don't know how to. Being a parent is like, they don't just give you a book for it. Okay, back to the story. So I end up Ubering, and my aunties and them calling me, trying to make sure like who I'm with, like all this other little bullshit that they trying to make it seem like I'm just with. I mean, I can say it was partially my fault on why they feel the way that they feel, which is valid. I'm not even mad, but they trying to make sure who I'm with, like see who taking me there. And I'm like, this is the Uber driver. Like, I called an Uber driver. I'm not even on that. Like, I made that one mistake, and y'all gonna forever hold it over my head. But without even talking to me about it, y'all just gonna assume whatever the fuck y'all want to assume, because y'all never gave a fuck about me in the first place. You just heard one thing, you ran with it but that's the thing. Okay, let it go. All right, so boom, so I'm go all the way to Palmdale, and I call my auntie. I'm like, auntie, can I come stay with you? Like, my mama being weird. Like, I just used all the money that I have to come over here. Like, I was just wondering if I can come stay with you. I took my stuff, and like, this is all that I have. All I had was like a couple of bag of things, like, and he had a lot of stuff, because a lot of that shit like got left over there. So I'm over there. I end up going to Lancaster, Palmdale. My auntie like, yeah, sure, you can come, you know, whatever, you can stay here. So I end up living there with my auntie, my dad, and my cousins. Mind y'all, growing up, my mama never allowed me to go see my dad's side of the family. So I was super excited. Like, I was so happy I got this opportunity to kind of just be in their life. Like, even though I know it was like a wrong time, not a wrong time, just under the circumstances, I wish it would have been better. Instead of like me having to like need them, I said I wish it just could have been something to where I was just allowed to come over, allowed to be in their life, and then I'm able to go back home, you know. But I had to like live with them and stuff, and it wasn't a problem, you know. Sincerely, I enjoyed it truly, and I had a fucking blast being with them. But over the course of time of me, you know, being with my cousins, some things happened, right? So we end up getting to this fight with these girls because one of my cousins, hot-headed, she just strictly on impulses. The other one, she's a lot calmer, and be me, because you know, if you know me from Compton, you know I used to fight a lot. But me at 16, I started to calm down just a little bit, because shit got real. I'm basically a homeless teen. My mama don't want me. I'm jobless. I'm broke. I ain't got no money. I got a couple dollars. That's it. So I was like really calming down because life was getting real for me at such a young age. So I would bond more with the cousin that was calm. So we gonna say cousin A and cousin B. Cousin A is the calm one. Cousin B is the hothead. So we get into a fight with these girls because of cousin B, you know, arguing with these girls. But me being the cousin, I'm their big cousin too, by a couple months, whatever. But I don't take that light. Like, I'm very protective of my family. So it's like, okay, they talking shit, what's up? Like, let's go. They talking shit, tell them to pull up. So I'm like, y'all, I don't really got no fighting shoes though. They tried to give me these big ass shoes I couldn't fit, but guess what? I laced them bitches to where I could fit them. We Vaselined up. We go out there, we fighting, I seen this girl trying to jump my cousin, so me and her best friend run up and we doing her in. Woo, 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 woo. I'm fighting the girl on the car. This big bitch come jump on top of me. Bing! She knocked the wind up out me. What? I was done after that. I was like, hell nah, y'all got it. I'm gonna be real with y'all. I was like, you got it. Okay, girl, you got it. Right? So the guy that came with them pulled out a gun and shoot cousin A in the back of her leg. Mind you, he pointed it at my auntie originally because my dad, he was in the backyard watering the grass and stuff. My dad seen us out there fighting. He ran up. My auntie came. My auntie started fighting one of the adults. My dad trying to break my auntie and the girl up. So the guy pulled the gun pointing at my auntie. My dad moved my auntie out the way, and that's how I shot cousin A. Right? That's how I shot cousin A. So I ran because I'm like real close to my dad and my auntie in the whole fight, because I'm just sitting there out of breath, winded on the car, like, damn. So when he said, and I see him pull out the gun, I immediately run. I ran to the other way, and then it went off, right? So then I see my cousin, she like, I'm shot. So mind you, now I don't know what to do, but I'm like, okay, somebody call 911 immediately. I'm like, somebody call 911. Like, she got shot. Cousin A got shot. Like, my cousin is shot. I'm like, where you shot? She's at the back of her legs. I'm like, okay, you gonna be all right. So the ambulance come, fast forward. Now my cousin in leg brace, she can't go to work. Mind y'all, I've been trying to find work out there in Palmdale. I had cancer since I've been out there, and I can't find it. You know, I just couldn't find work, which is hard for me to find a job. So it was just like, whatever. And I didn't really have that much on my resume. I mean, I had like 2 things from self-employment and when I worked for the city when I was 14. So it was like, okay, I got something, but I didn't really have that much experience in, like, you know, fast food restaurants or retail or anything like I have now, right? So I was always at home, right? Always at home. Tell me why me and cousin A started getting closer. Like, she would play the piano, she would sing. Mind you, my cousins are talented, okay? They can dance, they can sing. Cousin A play the piano. Like, they're talented, beautiful, amazing young ladies, right? So me and cousin A start bonding more. So if you know me, you know, like, I'm real in tune with my spiritual self. I'm real in tune with what I feel emotionally and spiritually. And cousin A was just kind of like showing me characteristics that I admire, and I would express that admiration. So mind you, I was sleeping in a room with them. They also had foster siblings that I grew close with, because if you know, well, if you don't know, I love kids, okay? I don't care who them kids is. I don't care who they belong to. When there's a kid is in my sight, that is my baby too. I don't play like that. I don't give a fuck if we on the bus. If I see a baby, that's my baby too. I'm not playing. We ain't playing them type of games. If I see something I don't like, oh, I'm gonna speak up, because it's a baby right here. And I don't play about them. I don't play about no babies. I don't play it like that. I don't play about kids. And I realized I'm so overprotective of kids, because as a kid I was neglected safety, reassurance, and a lot of stuff. So I love kids the way that I love, because I didn't get that same thing. So me having to, like, me knowing that makes me want to show up in the world like that. So I do that. Like, I got real close with the kids. I bonded real close with the kids. They mama knew me. They mama liked me. And yeah. So yeah, hold on, because the story finna get good, y'all. So you know, me and cousin A bonding. So cousin B will always come home from work frustrated, right? And I understood, Like, she would complain about, oh, there's no space in the room. I'm sleeping in a room with them. There's no space in the room, this, that. So I'm like, okay, cool. Like, I'm not going to tell you what I'm about to do, but because I hear that it's frustrating you and I know I can go sleep in the living room with my blow-up mattress, that's what I'm going to do. So one night I just decided to sleep in the living room. Not out of spite, not out of anger, not out of frustration. It was just more so out of consideration, because I seen that cousin B will always come home frustrated and complain about stuff. So I just wanted to, like, I didn't want to feel like a burden or in anybody's way. So I moved out the way. You know, I'm not going to address you about it, because you're verbally saying what you want. There's no space, there's no this, there's no that. You know, there's a couple of times where she would throw jabs at me, but I would dust it off, because I understand, like, you're young, you're working, you're probably having a hard time at work, whatever. I'm gonna be considerate, I'm gonna move out your way. And that's exactly what I did. I started sleeping in the living room. I paid it no mind. I guess she felt some type of way about it. So, like I said, this was foreshadowed. So the kids' mom, they loved me, right? The foster kids, the mom loved me. She needed somebody to practice her nails on, so I volunteered. I'm like, yeah, I'll do it with you, girl. She was like, okay, thank you, you can spend the night at my house, I'll drop you off the next day. I said, okay, perfect, you know, that works for me. So I'm with her, you know, she do my nails, she let me sleep in the kids' room. I'm going to sleep in the kids' room, you know, my nails done and stuff. And I get a message from my dad sending me screenshots of what my auntie told him. My auntie, I wish I had this to this day and I could pull up the screenshots, y'all. My auntie was like, I don't know what happened between Layla and the girls, but they were about to get into a fight, and I just think it's best if she just go back to LA for a little while until things calm down. Mind y'all, I had nowhere to go. So I'm reading these messages. I'm like, what the fuck? Fight? Who finna get into a fight? Who was finna fight? Why would I want to fight my cousin? That is what I'm thinking in that moment, in that time. So now I'm frustrated. I'm like, but then he said, then in the messages, it said cousin B and Layla was finna fight. So I'm like, when were we about to fight? Right? Because I'm confused. Because that morning before I left to do the nail thing, while I was brushing my teeth, she was sitting on the toilet asking me, she asked me a question about something. I said, I don't know. But mind you, we cool. We laughing, we kiki cackling. I'm brushing my teeth in the bathroom while she's using it. Because that's how close we got, you know? And I was like, I was loving my time there. I was like, damn, like I'm happy I'm getting close to my cousins. Like, all my childhood, all I wanted to do was, like, get close with my cousins. You know, that's what I wanted the most. And, girl, come to find out, she was telling her mama that she didn't like me. Well, this is me assuming. Girl, she was telling her mama that she didn't like me. I'm always eating up all the food. Mind y'all, I eat chips with all my food. Okay, I'm gonna keep it real. So if I was overindulging in chips, I apologize. You could have told me, because I eat chips with every meal. Still to this day as an adult, I eat chips with every meal. I just love chips, and I can't help it. But if you did feel some type of way about that, you could have approached me. I mean, you did make a shady comment about it, and I responded back to it. I mean, like, and then I brushed it off afterwards, because it was just like, whatever. But your mother being the adult in that situation, my auntie, she could have, like, let me know, like, Layla, you are indulging in a lot of chips. And around that time, I was really, like, depressed too. Like, my mama, I'm feeling like, this is how I was feeling. My mama don't love me. I got nowhere to go. I'm broke and I'm young. So if I was overeating, I apologize. I'm sorry, whatever. But to sit there and lie and say that we got into a fight, crazy. So she goes at number 5, because it wasn't that bad, but it was a real betrayal, because that's my cousin, you know. That is my cousin. So it was crazy. It was real crazy. So that was my cousin. Roommate from hell. Okay, we're gonna go with number 4. Number 4, she's not even number 4. I'm gonna save her for the top 3, because that's fucking disgusting. So number 4 worst roommates I've ever had would be, fast forward a lot later, when I went to Job Corps. Do I want to talk about before I went to Job Corps? Okay, yeah. So before I went to Job Corps, after leaving my cousin's house, I went to this well, after leaving my cousin's house, I went back to my auntie's house, then I went to a friend's house, but we're gonna skip that part. But let's say I went to this shelter for minors. Hold on. Okay, so I went to the shelter for minors, and when I got there, it was like heaven on earth. I was still in high school. I was in my senior year of high school around this time. Heaven on earth, y'all. Mind you, heaven on earth. I enjoyed it. I loved it. It brought peace. It really jump started my healing journey overall as a young adult. And I think I was around 16. I was around 17 around this time. I was 17, and it really jump started my healing journey on working on myself and just becoming a better part of me. Healing my trauma that I have with my mom, just healing stuff that I have with my dad even too, because my dad really wasn't there until I became 16. And although he did the best that he could to try to be there, he still wasn't there, you know. And I just, you know, I had a lot to process with that, and just a whole bunch of other stuff that I had to deal with that that really kind of just made a mark on my life. So my first roommate there, because I had plenty, but we're just gonna talk about this one because it was strange. I forgot this girl name, but we're gonna call her Earring, and y'all gonna figure out why. So me and Earring became thick as thieves. Like, she was cool as hell. She was cool. She was cool as fuck. Like, we would smoke together, and this was before I stopped smoking. We would smoke together. We would like go on trips together. So one time we walking around, we hiked, because sometimes they let the minors like get a pass and go out. So me and her decided to take our pass together. My case manager was telling me it's not a good idea, but I did it anyways. They didn't know we was smoking or anything, and I don't encourage smoking as a child, okay? But we were. And we walking around, we end up buying some weed from this guy. We smoke by these apartments. Mind you, we in Hollywood. So we get on the train. Mind you, COVID is still a thing, okay? I'm only 17. This is only a year later. We on the train. This man coughing up a storm. I sit down. My friend said she don't want to sit down, so cool. So I sit down. He coughing up a storm. He asked if he said, could I sit next to you? I said no. He got mad because I told him no. I mean, you didn't say, can you scoot over? I'm gonna sit right here. You said, can you? You asked me if you can sit next to me, and I told you no. No, you cannot. So he cussed me out, called me all types of bitches, all types of black bitches. So I cussed him out. I said, nigga, you're 40 arguing with a minor. Like, I don't give a fuck. You asked me if you can sit here, and I said no. The fuck is you mad for? Go sit somewhere else. Told him straight like that. My roommate, she laughing and shit, and the man being disrespectful, calling me all types of bitches. And mind you, I'm not saying she had to stick up for me, but I felt like we was friends. So if we friends, like, bitch, say something. But whatever. She probably was scared because, you know, it was a big grown man. Me personally, and I still have this problem to this day, I don't give a fuck. Never did. I don't give a fuck at all. Don't disrespect me. I'm gonna disrespect your ass back, period. And it's just straight like that. And if you don't like it, move around. And that's that. So we get off the train. Mind you, I'm irritated as fuck because he did the most over a seat that he asked me if he can sit in, and I told him no. I'm allowed to say no. Go sit somewhere else. They just not used to hearing it, and that's these motherfucking man problem. But anyways, that's a story for another day. Anyways, so yeah, we walking off the train, you know, on our way there. She gonna say, did you bend my earring? Now mind you, I'm already pissed off. So I look at her, I go, what? She said, did you bend my earring? I said, why would I bend your earring? She was like, because on my side of the room, I was walking in the closet and I seen my earring bent, and it don't look like it was bent like somebody stepped on it. It looked like it was like bent like that. I said, why would I bend your earring? Like, I don't even go on your side of the room. Why would I even bend your earring? I haven't even seen no earrings on the floor. She was like, oh, okay, because I was just making sure. Immediately, I'm like, oh, this bitch weird as fuck. What the fuck? My case manager was right. Immediately, I go into that. Like, oh, you bitch, you're weird. I'm already peeping. I'm already peeping what you want. So, immediately, I shut down. I get quiet. Because one thing about it, I'm not finna talk to you or bring up anything that's common fucking sense. Or that I feel like it's common sense. You know what I'm saying? So I'm gonna just shut up. I'm gonna get quiet. I'm gonna shut down. Cool, you got it. I'm gonna let you have it. Because, bitch, you already know I'm upset. And you gonna come up here and ask me if I bent your fucking earring. Okay, so yeah. So we get home and all that. I'm not talking to her. I haven't talked to her in weeks. Right? I have not talked to her in weeks. And then she started being petty. This new girl come in. You know, she Hispanic. She come in with her sisters. She get a little dyke or whatever. Fine as fuck. I ain't even gonna lie to y'all. That lady was fine. Okay, but I'm not really into like girls. Like, I like girls, you know. I think women are beautiful. But I think around that time I was in a relationship, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, I was. So I wasn't really looking at her like that. I just thought she was beautiful, you know. And then I noticed my roommate started being funny. She started trying to, like, she said that I was from the suburbs and I don't know what that hood life like, whoopie woo woo, whatever. Like, I ain't got shit to prove to nobody. If you think I'm from the suburbs, good. That means I'm doing something right. But baby, I come from Compton, the west side at that. I went to Birch, Enterprise, and Dominguez, and then I went to Hollywood. Bitch, you don't know where I've been from or where I came from. You don't know nothing about my life. How about that? Because I ain't gotta be about that life, but you don't know about my life. Okay, clock that. But calm down, Layla, calm down, take a breather. But yeah, so that was the thing. Okay, that was the thing with me. That was her. That's why she at number 4, because she did the most over a fucking earring that I didn't even touch. Still to this day, I don't even know what the fuck earring she talking about. Okay, number 3. This is at Job Corps. This is when I finally left that program. I went to Job Corps. So I didn't have many roommates at Job Corps before I got to this one. And a lot of the times it was because cleanliness was a problem. I wanted to move in with my friend, and I fell out with a friend, and I just felt like me and her couldn't be in the same room because she kept being petty. I was being petty. It was like a mutual back and forth. We were both being petty toward each other in the room. So I was just like, cool, we might as well just separate from each other. So I did that, being a bigger person. But this roommate in particular, I don't even know why the fuck this happened. I think I addressed her about something she was doing in the room, and we just started to grow not to like each other, which is valid. You know, it's valid. You don't have to like everybody that you roommate with. And me personally, when something bothers me, I'm not going to not talk about it. I'm going to tell you that it bothers me. I'm going to bring it up, and we're going to talk about it, because I'm not just going to sit there and let it bother me. No, I'm going to tell you that it bothers me, and if you don't like it, oh well. I mean, it's not my problem at this point. I'm just telling you that this is what bothers me. And you can either stop or you continue to do it, and you just know that I'm bothered. You're just going to hear that I don't like it, because I'm allowed to vocalize how I feel. I can tell you that I don't like something. I don't fucking like it. Okay? But it got to a point where it got bad. I don't even know why we started beefing in the first place. But at Job Corps, if you don't know, you can get kicked out for fighting. So I know, me knowing that this is my only place of residence, my only source of income, and I'm getting my education here, because I was finishing my high school diploma there, getting my certificate as a medical assistant, getting my license. Like, it was so much shit that I wanted to do, and I could go up to college from there. So I was like, perfect. Like, this is the perfect place for me to really get go to where I want to be at, you know. So one night I come home from work, you know, mind you, she already did some fucked up shit. She was leaving hair that was a problem. Hair was a problem. So she started leaving more hair everywhere. Mind you, I don't like hair on my skin when it's wet. I was dragging hair to my bed with me. I would have her hair all over my sheets. It was nasty. That's exactly what it was. So we're gonna call her Harry. So Harry had a problem with hair. So after I made that complaint, she started leaving hair every fucking where. Right? So with that being said, I seen her in the office with one of the RAs. Mind you, this RA faulty as fuck. She in the office with the RA, cool, whatever. I pay it no mind. I keep walking. I mean, shit. I say hello to the RA out of respect, and I go get in the shower. As I'm getting in the shower, I see something on the ground. I'm like, what the fuck is that? But mind you, usually I just walk in the shower blindlessly, but something told me to look down, y'all. So I looked down. Under the shower mat, you know them bubble shower mats that got the little hole in it and it like suction to the thing. You know what the fuck I'm talking about, girl. Your mama had it and you probably got it too. Tell me why. No. Hold on. Claw clip, right? It was one of them plastic ones. She broke the fucking, and I know this is her claw clip because I've seen it in her head before. She broke the claw clip and left one half of it underneath the mat, stuck in there real good. The pointer is up and it's sitting there like this. Ignore this part, right? And it's just sitting there like this underneath the shower mat. I said, oh, this bitch got me fucked up. She's trying to inflict harm on me. This is why she in the top 3. I'm like, she's crazy. But mind you, she left that same night because she was leaving the program. She was leaving. She was leaving the program. She left that same night. Oh, I was in the shower livid. Oh, I got out. I went in there. I was looking for her. I was set tripping, okay? I was pissed the fuck off. I'm like, this bitch got me fucked up. I took pictures of it. I'm texting everybody. I don't give a fuck if it's your day off. I'm texting everybody. Letting them know that this bitch got me fucked all the way up. She trying to hurt me. Then they gonna say, well, it's hearsay. We don't know if you implanted that and they're trying to frame her. Man, y'all. That's how I was feeling. Fuck everybody involved in this shit, bitch. That's how I was feeling. Cussing a lot. I don't care. That's how I was feeling though. And I never cared. But I may got to blank out some of these cuss words. But yeah, and I never cared. Yeah, I told her, fuck you. I had to beef with the Aria afterwards because I feel like she sided with her. Like, if you on the other side knowing damn well this bitch wrong, and she probably told you what she was gonna do to me because you that type to encourage some shit like that. I know you did. You old dusty hoe. So calm down. Calm down, Layla. So yeah, she in the top 3 because she done did some wrong, dirty, nasty shit like that to me. You old dirty. That's why your hair stank. So yeah, Harry put a claw clip under the shower mat waiting for me so I could step on it. Trifling bitch. Okay, so we're gonna go to number 2. Now she's not number 1 because it wasn't that deep. Okay, this is the recent years towards 20. Me going 20 on 21. The number 1 I'm saving for last because bitch, you trifling. And I hope you watch my YouTube video still because you are trifling. Trifling. No, I should really add another one. Because there's one more that, should I? No, we're not going to talk about her. We're going to talk about, yeah, we're going to talk about my most recent one. So y'all remember when I was living in them apartments, right? So my first ever roommate that I had in there, she's number 2. We're gonna put her at number 2 and put the other girl at number 1. And this other girl that I was going to talk about, we're not gonna put her in there because she really non-existent. Perkhead. Anyways, we would have called her Perky. But anyways, we're gonna talk about this girl. We're gonna call her Pisha. That's the name my boyfriend gave her. So we're gonna call her Pisha because she had alopecia. So my boyfriend was like, Pisha, right, to be stupid. So Pisha had a problem, right? Now mind y'all, this is foreshadow. Pisha is allergic to peanuts. Okay. Boom. Me and Pisha cool as fuck. We talking. I'm a vibe, so like I'm gonna get along with anybody that you put me in the path with. As long as they not, if they're weird, then I'm gonna move out the way. Like I ain't gonna be weird back. I'm gonna just remove myself. You know, stop talking to them. And if they feel some type of way, then hey, shit, that's between them and God, right? So me and Pisha cool as fuck. We bonding, we getting along, we laughing. And she told me she's supposed to go to Coachella, all this other stuff. And I'm like, yes, girl, I wish I can go to Coachella. You better go have fun. Hey. Right? I'm excited for her because yes, honey, go. Mind you, she's another black girl, so I'm definitely excited because it's like she talking about going with her friends, right? So I'm going through a whole bunch of shit around this time. I go grocery shopping. I buy a big box. Y'all know them Nature Valley granola bars? Right. I buy a big 24 pack, right? And it comes with a variety of different ones. One of them was peanut butter, another one was almond butter, and all types of different butters, right? Fire, y'all, fire. So usually I always take one. Mind you, it's a 24 pack. I take one to work. I worked 4 days that week, so that means it was 20 left, right? Right. Okay, so one day I get home. I go in my cabinet. Well, it was one morning. I go in the cabinet because I'm getting ready to go for work, and I realize my box is a little light. And I'm like, it's a 24 pack. I only started counting. I said, what the fuck? So I count again. I'm like, oh, no, I'm not tripping. Count again. I'm like, she eat my shit. So I'm like, okay. So I asked her. I said, hey, what we gonna call? Oh yeah, Pisha. I'm like, hey Pisha, did you eat my snacks? But mind you, before this incident, I had facial tissue. So I don't know if you scroll all the way back to my skincare journey on Instagram, you can see that I was using facial tissue and not using a towel because I heard, you know, towels carry a lot more bacteria, right? I had one tissue left in the box and I didn't use it. I was saving it for one of them days. I don't know. I just didn't use it, right? It was just there. And one day I go in there and it's not there. And I'm like, what the fuck? I know I didn't use it, so who used it? So I asked her, she told me no. So when the food situation came, I'm like, you gotta be her. I mean, who the fuck else? I know I didn't eat this many. I know I did. I like swear to God, I know I didn't, because when I work, I'm usually going all day because I take public transportation. So that means I got to get up a lot earlier to go to work, spend all my time at work, and then get home a lot later, right? So I asked her, she tell me no, she didn't eat it. Mind you, she's 2 days away from going to Coachella, so I know she ate it. Or no, she was a day away. Yeah, she was a day away. I know she ate it, because if I didn't eat it, who the fuck else ate it? The staff not finna come in here. The staff not finna come in here and eat my shit, so it had to be you. I didn't press the issue. I didn't go upside her head. I didn't like do too much. I just said, okay, let it be, Layla. But I was pissed off. I was talking to my boyfriend. I had to take a walk in the rain. I had to do a lot of shit to really calm me down for snapping on this girl, because I really wanted to beat her ass for lying. But she left. She ended up leaving. And as she left, guess what I find? So in the trash can, I find a whole bunch of, mind you, I don't use the trash can that was in our room, because I'm gonna just take my trash out in the big trash, so just trash won't be sitting in the room. But she used the trash can, the little trash can. And one day I'm getting ready for work, and I see in the trash can that it's a whole bunch of wrappers of my Nature Valley bars. And it's every flavor but the peanut butter, because what was left was the peanut butter flavor. So I'm like, no, this bitch did it. I raised hell. I took a picture of that and sent it to my case manager. I said, this bitch got me fucked up. Mind you, she away for a couple of days at Coachella. So the whole time she's away, I'm livid. I'm mad. I'm hot, and it's boiling my skin even more because she lied to me. When she could have just fucking asked for some granola bars. She could have been like, hey girl, you know, I told you I was going to Coachella. I wanted to save a little money so I can make sure that I was good. Could I have a couple granola bars, or could I have just some food that you have in there? I would have said yeah, like, cause we cool. So I would have been like, yeah girl, I don't mind, like, of course, you know, anything to help. I hope you have fun. Like, I would have been cool, but I would have told her, like, just don't eat them all, but here, you can have this. Like, I didn't mind sharing. Okay, that's what pissed me off the most, because I don't mind sharing. All you have to do is ask. But she come back. As soon as she walked in the door, I'm already talking shit on the phone with my boyfriend. So I said, hold on, babe. I said, matter of fact, no, you can stay on the phone, because I'm pissed off. I don't give a fuck how you feel about him being on the phone. Bitch, he finna hear this, and bitch, you gonna sit here and listen. So I said, did you eat my granola bars? Be honest. She gonna say, yeah, I did. No eye contact or nothing. Oh, y'all, I wanted to whoop her ass in that moment. Ooh, Jesus. But I wanted to tear her ass up. I said, so why did you lie? She didn't answer why she lied. She said, well, if you want me to pay you back, like, I can send you the money for it. Like, I can send you the money. I said, that's not the fucking point. Like, you lie. You ate my shit and then you lie. Like, I'd be wrong if I beat your ass right now. I'll be wrong if I whooped your ass right now. I would be wrong. So for the next couple of nights of us living together, I was turned up. I couldn't sleep in the same room as her. I didn't trust her no more. Like, bitch, you the type of bitch to do some weird shit. So one night, right before she moved, right before everything set it off, mind y'all, our faucet did leak. So you know when a faucet leak in the bathroom, right? Y'all, listen to this shit. And they told, come on, y'all. Listen to this. And I got to get close, because I need y'all to hear this. So you know when the faucet leak in the fucking bathroom, I'm gonna look right here. You know when the faucet leak in the bathroom, right? On the fucking little faucet for the bathtub. So you know when that leaks, right? And it doesn't really like cause the bathroom to be steamy or anything. It just leaks. It just leaks and it make noise. That's it, right? So I come home one day and I'm like, damn, it's hot in here. I'm like, she must have took. Now mind you, I'm letting it go at this point. Like at this point, I calm down a little bit about the situation. I come in all happy, high spirits. I look around in the bathroom. I'm like, because it's like water drops all over the place. It's like all steamy in the bathroom. I'm like, damn, she must have took a good shower tonight. I know she and her knocked the fuck out. Right? Right. I step in a little closer. I see that my bar soap melted. What the fuck? My bar soap is melted and the residue is like all on the thing. So I'll open the door and I'll wake her the fuck up. I said, did you melt my bar of soap? Because, bitch, what type of petty shit is that? I said, did you melt my bar of soap? She said, what? I've been asleep all day. I said, so you didn't wash your ass in there? So you telling me the soap just melted on its own? Ain't no way in hell that faucet leak did that. Bitch, you melted my soap. No, I didn't. I said, bitch, I'm finna beat your ass. Because I was mad, y'all. I was hot. Like, bitch, you got me. I was hot, okay? I was hot. And then they finally moved her out. Okay, Pisha, you dead ass wrong, bitch. You dead. You know you dead wrong. You know you dead. And every time I see you on the train, I could have whooped your ass. But I was like, you know what? At the end of the day, I still gotta live here. And if I fight this girl, I'm gonna get kicked out. So I gotta make sure I secure myself. But you deserve an ass whooping for that, bitch. You deserve a fucking ass whooping. So we're gonna go to the top one. Because, bitch, you're disgusting. Okay? You're disgusting. So, this is way before Pisha and Irene. This is kind of like before Irene. And this is a friend of mine. And I really thought we was friends. And we went to school together. I mean, we didn't really talk during school. Which was fine. We started talking like over the summer and stuff. And then I ended up like, when I was at her house, she offered me to stay because she found out about my mom changing the locks at my auntie house. So this go way back. So she find out my mom changed the locks. I'm with her when I find out my mom changed the locks to my auntie house. And my friend was like, well, if you need somewhere to go, like, you can come live with me. My mom wouldn't mind. My mom's never here and I'm always alone. Like, I would enjoy the company. So I'm like, okay. It took me a day to think about it. So I was like, fine, I'll take it. So I take the shit. I go live. We're gonna call her Four Eyes. Or no, we're gonna call her Cats. So I go live with Cats. Cats is real cool, you know. We vibing. I end up living with her. I didn't have shit when I lived with her. All I had was clothes. So I had to go buy underwear and a toothbrush, and that's all I had. Underwear and a toothbrush. So everything that I got right now, I really built this shit brick by fucking brick. And thanks to my dad and my auntie Lolo, I really built this shit brick by brick. The only thing my mama ever gave me was some fucking shoes that I got. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm not ungrateful. I appreciate it though. But that was it around that time. That was it. Like, I mostly did all this shit by myself. I built this shit brick by brick. Okay, back to the story. But before my camera died, let's hurry up and wrap this up. So, as I was living with her, as I was living with Cats, it started getting cool. Mind you, we had a mutual friend. Her name, we're gonna call her Blondie. So we had a friend, Blondie. Me and Blondie started getting closer and closer and closer. I think, you know, Kat seen that and probably got a little jealous because me and her was a lot closer with each other. So mind y'all, I'm allergic to shellfish. And one day she take out all the food that I could eat, and I'm talking about everything that I could eat, and she just fill it with shrimp. So it was nothing in there for me to eat. Mind you, I'm working, so I was like, okay, whatever, I'll just buy myself some food because I was working around this time. And I was making some pretty good money for me to be 17, right? So I was like, okay, cool, I'll just buy myself something to eat, whatever, because I don't pay no bills or nothing. I just got money, right? So what's it called? I go to make me a bologna sandwich to take to work. But as I pull out the bologna sandwich, I pull out the meat, and there's pubic hairs, it's cat litter, all types of shit in the meat. Y'all, I cried. I fucking cried. Because that is so trifling. Why would you put that back in the container? You dirty, nasty bitch, right? And that's not even a thing on top of that. That's not even it. I go to the bathroom, and this is every month. Every month she had her period. She would leave her dirty pads open in the trash can, just nasty, just laid out like that. Disgusting. Her mom would even tell her, like, what are you doing? She would go, Cats, this is not okay. Like, this is not okay. Why are you doing that? So y'all, I had to leave. I had to get the fuck away from her, because I had a dream about her, like, doing little shit to me behind my back. I don't know. And God be showing me signs. So I took that sign and I looked up homeless shelter for youth, and that's how I met Earring. But anyways, that's the end of this story. Those are my top 5 worst roommates. You know, it's more where that came from, okay? So way more, but those are my top 5. Those are my top 5, like, what's the word for that? Core memories. Those are my top 5 core memories, because they all did me wrong, dirty, trifling, fucked up, okay? And those are people that I thought was close to me. So that just goes to show that, you know, you can never be too close with people. But anyways, I hope you guys like this video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in the next vlog. Bye. Oh, I got another story time for y'all. Stay tuned. That's gonna be this Friday. Bye.
I know you got all dressed up for the club, waiting on Nick.